All right, we've started. All right. Hello, welcome everyone. Appreciate you guys tuning in to this episode of Huntsville Achievers, the Big 3 and 5. This is where we identify 3 big ideas or strategies in 5 minutes to help you improve your life. And today I'm super happy to have on Amy Shipman Guiles. We're doing a Mother's Day, special Mother's Day editions this week, and she's got an adorable little one that she'll tell us about. And I'm happy to have you on, Amy, and I'm happy to hear kind of how you guys are handling this new normal and give us some tips on what we can do to help, in our dealings with raising children and whatnot. Amy, welcome. Do you have some three big ideas for us?
Yeah. Hey, Colby. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me on. So we have one daughter. She's 5.5, going on 15, and so she's in that kindergarten school age range. And so we've trying to implement, staying focused and getting some school done, utilize that as we work side by side. So my big thing for her and for me is she does better when she feels involved in decision making, even if she's not really the one making decisions. It helps for her to feel like she has a voice, to feel like she has a say in something. Obviously there's limits to that, but so with the whole quarantine thing, it has really helped me to make a schedule with her. So in the morning we make breakfast, we sit next to each other and doing that, and I'll get a notepad out and I'll say, let's make a list of things that you want to do today. And she'll give me one, and then I'll write down one, so that way there can be the playtime ones that she has, but then also the more pragmatic things that we need to have, like she needs to have a nap, or she has to do some chores, she has to have some alone time, like she can't always be needing me to entertain her, and those types of things. So we go through the day, and they don't have to be in order, but we can do something, accomplish something, we can physically cross it off the list. And for her being 5.5, like that's her way of like knowing, hey, she's done something, she's accomplished something. And that has actually been probably saving grace for us. For her is a schedule. Every day is different, and some days we're better at the schedule than others. So so that was the first one, is the schedule. And the number 2 would probably be physical activity. Our family is always been pretty active, playing sports and just running around town. And so with the quarantine and social distancing, it's been one of those adjusting our physical activity where we normally would be in big groups into doing it with just us 3. So Michael, my husband, and I and Olivia have made a very conscious effort to stay physical, active with our child, like going and doing things. So we ride bikes, we go running, we walk the dogs, so we get out of the house. We also let her choose, so she's no longer really wanting to just sit in the stroller when we go for jogs. So we have this thing where if she can keep up with mommy's pace, then she can run as long as she wants, and then she hops back in the stroller and Michael pushes her next to me. And that's a big way for us to motivate each other. So she's running just as fast as me, and she can run 1.5 miles now without stopping, so it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, and that's been really fun for us, because we've always, done the family stroller rides and stuff, but now that she's getting older, we're including her in the actual physical part of it, and she gets to, like I said, she gets to decide, like, hey, okay, I'm really, really tired, I need to get back in the stroller, and pause for a second and then keep going. And the physical activity, I think, has saved us in a lot of ways as well. Making sure that we're physically staying in the game as much as possible. Going on.
That's awesome. I know that's got to be I know it's a big challenge for everyone right now to kind of keep on with those habits. So that's awesome. That's great. Yeah.
I think, and the third thing that has been good or has been something that we've really focused on during this is making sure that Olivia can still communicate. She's an extreme extrovert. So I understand her wanting to be social all the time. So she got some walkie-talkies from her Mimi up in Pennsylvania. So we actually gave a walkie-talkie to the neighbors, And so in the morning, they will wake up and they will talk to each other and be like, hey, are you awake? And they'll do that through the night, like old school walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Neighbor kids. She has curbside socialization time where she takes her chair to the curb of the driveway and they do the same in their driveway, and she talks to them.
That's
making
awesome.
sure that she's still communicating with her family members. We do lots of FaceTime. We've always kind of done that, but she's doing FaceTime. And also one of the things that while I'm working, one of the things that I do with her is I get her to write cards. So I'll be working on my laptop and I'll be doing mommy's work and she's doing her work, which is she writes letters, and she draws pictures, and we send them in the mail to her cousins, her grandparents, and they, of course, they enjoy that, but she also gets to express herself in a different way, communicate with them, and making sure that she's still, keeping in
being
contact.
herself. Yeah, I mean, I know she's such a bubbly one, and so this is such a hard thing, like coming into, being able to do everything, to have to kind of change the lifestyle. I know it's difficult to kind of communicate like why that is to someone, but it seems like you guys are doing an awesome job on just trying to redirect that energy in ways that we can. We kind of have to do what we can with what we have, and I love the idea of having walkie-talkies as adults. Like we're doing driveway time too with our neighbors across the street, and so these are like little things that, like, I just know, like for me, even the first couple of weeks of this is like easy to become a recluse and not exercise and just kind of change those habits. And so, I think it's important. I think we all kind of went through that for the first couple of weeks, but now that we realize, hey, it's not just going to be 2 weeks, it's going to be a little while. So how can we retool, our timeline and our scheduling to still, keep pushing forward and keep, them growing and getting new skills. So I think you guys, that was really good, Amy. I appreciate that. And I think people can take away from that. That was great.
Awesome. Well,
so thank you for having me, guys. Thanks for checking in. I will say, if we're not friends on Facebook or you ever want to watch any more of these, I have my YouTube channel. You can just search my name, Colby Robinson, on there, and you can see all the ones that we've done. And otherwise, Amy, thanks for coming on, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thanks so much.
See ya. Bye.